Bullseye.
Officer is in need of assistance. Officer is in need of assistance.
Black heaven is a place where people like me.
The top 10 cities in 2016, from all over the world, that listen frequently to John Henry Media Network podcasts are the following truth-seeking cities, and they are: Number 1. Birmingham, Alabama. Number 2. Brooklyn, New York. Number 3. Madison, Alabama. Number 4. New Orleans, Louisiana. Number 5. Catasauqua, Pennsylvania. Number 6. Mesa, Arizona. Number 7. Omaha, Nebraska. Number 8. Kerpen, Germany. Number 9. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And last but not least, number 10. Caldwell, Indiana in the United States of America. Thanks for all of your donations and support, and keep listening to John Henry Media Network to hear more truth, to gain more insight for better living, today and many more generations to come. The 10 Black Nation Codes of Conduct. 1. I am black first, before I am anything else, and all my alliance and total allegiances are as such. Because I am black first. 2. I will not engage in display, support nor propagate anything that gives a negative reflection upon my black people, to include, but not limited to, news, entertainment, information, social media, etc. Because I am black first. 3. I will spend my money within my black community first, and only spend the minimal amount elsewhere, until I am able to buy it in greater quantity from a black business owner. Because I am black first. 4. Everything I make or sell to my people will only be my best, and I will conduct all business transactions with my people in a decent, honorable and orderly manner. Because I am black first. 5. I will not allow anyone to talk down upon, discredit, disenfranchise or discriminate against anyone black. Because I am black first. 6. I will educate myself, family, friends and associates about world history, which is black history. Because I am black first. 7. I will honor and align all my total allegiances with my black people. Meaning, any and all boycotts associated with black people is my business, and it warrants my full, complete and total cooperative support. Because I am black first. 8. I understand having black pride does not negate anything nor anyone else, but it will foster an increase of self-respect, while uplifting all people to understand and respect my black people. Because I am black first. 9. I will handle any and all personal issues about or with my black people, within my own black community, first. Because we are black people, first. 10. I will not allow media, law enforcement, politicians, political ties, friends, be it foreign or domestic, or business associates nor etc., to speak about or concerning black issues without the support of an appropriate black official representative present. Because my black people are my first priority. Because I am unapologetically black, first.
Get your message or business promoted on John Henry Media Network. Make contact today. Use his email address, jahu.enterprises@yahoo.com. That's jahu.enterprises@yahoo.com. Again, that's jahu.enterprises@yahoo.com. For specific details on submitting your audio to make it happen, it will be aired on our very next episode for a small donation of your choice. So let's make it happen right now.
wish I could share it, but I didn't shoot no deputy.
A federal judge in Madison County, Alabama, January 13 threw out a criminal case against former Madison, Alabama police officer Eric Parker, who was accused of using excessive force against Suresh Bhai Patel, a visitor from India taking a stroll around his son's neighborhood. United States District Court Judge Madeline Hughes Hakeler granted a motion for acquittal for Parker, who was previously tried twice for taking down Patel, 58, with a front leg sweep in the process of arresting him in February 2015. The incident, which slammed Patel to the sidewalk, has left the elderly man, who had arrived in the United States just 3 weeks earlier, after the birth of his first grandchild, partially paralyzed and unable to walk without a cane or walker. Chirag Patel, Suresh Bhai's son, told India West last September, "It is very hard to predict whether my father will get full mobility back, but his physical therapist is very optimistic. We are incredibly outraged by the judge's decision," Lakshmi Sridharan, Director of National Policy and Advocacy at South Asian Americans Leading Together, told India West. "We are seeing again that people of color do not get recourse through the legal system. We have seen that in the black community and now in our community as well." 2 previous trials resulted in hung juries. A date had not yet been set for a third trial when Hakeler threw out the case. During the first trial, Parker said he felt threatened by Patel, who refused to obey his command. Patel, speaking through an interpreter, said he could not understand what Parker was telling him to do, as he speaks no English. On the day of the incident, Patel was taking a stroll around the neighborhood where his son lives. A neighbor called police, saying a skinny black man was lurking around, peering into garages. Sridharan said Patel should have been provided with an interpreter because of his limited English proficiency. SAALT has been in contact with the Justice Department to determine if there are other avenues that could be pursued in this case, she said. Henu Kalapalam, who launched his campaign for the Madison mayoral seat that same day, told India West that the small town with tremendous diversity has one of the best police departments in the state. "This was one unfortunate incident, very sad, very emotional, but it does not define the city of Madison or the state of Alabama," the Indian-American candidate said. Kalapalam criticized Madison Mayor Troy Trillock for not apologizing to the Patel family. He noted that Alabama Governor Robert Bentley issued an apology to Patel and to the Indian government. "The result is by no means satisfying," said Hakeler in her 92-page decision. Mr. Patel's celebrated arrival in this country to begin a new life with his son was interrupted in 2 tragic minutes. If Mr. Parker or Mr. Patel could take that time back, both would surely do things differently and avoid the events that have forever changed both of their lives. Mr. Patel has just as much right to be free from excessive force as every citizen of this country, said the judge. However, that injury, standing alone, does not provide the basis for a criminal judgment against Parker, said Hakeler, noting that 2 previous juries went through excessive deliberations before declaring a deadlock. The court has no reason to expect a different result in a subsequent trial given the totality of evidence both parties have provided, said Hakeler. United States Attorney Joyce White Vance responded to Hakeler's decision, saying, "My office was fully committed to retrying this case and seeking justice for Mr. Suresh Bhai Patel. We believe that the evidence was sufficient to let a jury decide whether a crime was committed. Instead, a judge has ruled that the case is over and there will be no retrial," she said. The law protects non-citizens and citizens alike from the use of excessive force by police officers. Where you were born shouldn't change how you are treated by the police. Everyone in this country must be able to trust law enforcement, said White. After the second mistrial was declared last November, the South Asian Bar Association issued a statement, noting, "The lack of accountability for state actors is being repeated with unfortunate frequency of late." Sabadoe cited defense attorney Robert Tutin's statement, "When you come to the United States, we expect you to follow our laws and speak our language. Mr. Patel bears as much responsibility for this as anyone." Instead of a trial focused on the use of force by Parker, we are left with the defense attorney blaming the victim for his paralysis due to his race and language proficiency. stated Sabado-e, this shocks the conscience of not just South Asian Americans but all immigrants and people of color.
They say they want to bring me in guilty. I shot the sheriff, but I didn't shoot no deputy.
You are listening to John Henry Media Network, the right place to hear valuable information to increase your melanated mind's altitude. Contact us at jahu.enterprises@yahoo.com. We encourage and invite you to submit your newfound and valuable information for review and to ultimately create your own episodes and shows, right here with John Henry Media Network in the United States of America. I say again, our email address is jahu.enterprises@yahoo.com. We look forward to hearing from you today.